we are going to be producing the Albie Shore life story. So hold on to your britches, and you'll really understand how I ended up in a coma. You're really going to need to call Homeland Security.
Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building, and this is Machiavelli Media. Yo, that nigga LB Shore got a biopic coming out about his life, and he about to tell every motherfucking thing. Straight up, no fucking around, he ain't playing, and everybody is anxious to see what he got to say, because apparently, he's going to tell everything he knows about P. Diddy and what he did not only to his ex-wife, Kim Porter, but what P. Diddy may have done to him that led to him being in a coma for 2 goddamn months. Wow, wow, wow. This announcement about a biopic came up recently, and during the presser for the announcement, he said he might have to call Homeland Security for some protection for what he about to drop. That was a direct shot at Puff, because Homeland Security just raided his house last week, and we all know from the very jump that LB Shore never bought for 1 second that Kim Porter died from pneumonia. He was the first motherfucker that was publicly saying, yo, something is wrong here. Even called it a murder, and post some text messages where he told Kim that she should call the FBI because she was saying that she was on the run from somebody. Now, I ain't no rocket scientist, but just look at the past few allegations about P. Diddy. I got a pretty clear understanding and idea who she may have been running from. So my man LB Shore announced he has a biopic coming out about his life, which is dope, man. LB Shore is a real dude, man. Got a chance to talk to him a couple times. Real humble dude. And surprisingly, he's a real thorough brother. Yes, sir. Sources say that Kim Porter and LB Shore have rekindled their relationship. That's right. They got back together. Now you got to look at the history of LB Shore and Kim Porter. They got married. They had a son. The marriage lasted like a year. They split. 3 years later, she started dating P. Diddy. And here came the problems. People say that LB and Kim, once they split, they decided to co-parent, and not only co-parent, but to be friends. The two remained very close, the best of friends, until she got with P. Diddy. P. Diddy wanted LB Shore completely out of the picture. Even offered a cash settlement, from what I'm hearing, for him to walk away and to leave his son alone with just him and Kim. This wedge would later become publicized with a public feud between LB Shore and his son. Wouldn't necessarily call it a feud, but just a little riff, you know? Apparently Quincy wanted more time with his dad, and, you know, it was more complicated than one would believe. But they tried to come between a man and his son. To me, that's sucker shit. That's sucker shit, because you dating a chick now, but that's not your son. So certain limits, I believe, in boundaries that should be respected, but that's for another video. But apparently, LB Shore and P. Diddy never really seen eye to eye. And that relationship was very, rocky. From my understanding, P. Diddy was very jealous of L.B. Shore's relationship with Kim Porter, or Kim Porter's relationship with any other male for that matter. Now, what does this mean? This means that when Kim Porter and Puffy separated, she did a lot of talking and discussing what she went through and what she was going through with L.B. Shore. Now, you don't have to look no further what would make Kim want to leave Puffy in the first place. He didn't really want her. He had all that time. He never tried to marry her. He publicly humiliated her by having babies with other women or another woman around the same time she had gave birth to their twin daughters. He had a public relationship with Cassie while he was still dating her. I mean, he embarrassed the fuck out this lady. Till she finally said, you know what? I'm out. Too many lies, too much freaky shit, too much deception. I'm done. See, it's fun to play cat and mouse when you the cat. Because when you playing cat and mouse, when you the mouse, you can't quit. Or the game is not over until the cat say so. So Puffy was just so used to her being there and her being able to endure whatever he put her through, that when she decided to walk away, it wasn't that simple. Now, L.B. Shore was the man in the late 80s and early 90s. A lot of this shit still bump to this day if you really listen to it. The biopic, I think, would be dope. But just how deep is he going to get into the whole Puffy and Kim Porter situation? Because there's a lot we don't know. But I find it very strange that every time an individual goes to tell some dark secrets about P. Diddy, they always wind up sick and they're almost dying. L.B. Shore was in a coma for 2 months after he was posting strange posts about people need to take another look at Kim's death and the type of text messages she was sharing with him before she died. He told her to call the FBI. You hear Jamie Foxx say things about P. Diddy. And next thing you know, he falls the fuck out. Near death. Almost out of here. For the things he was saying. Now, I don't know what kind of power this guy got, but I know he must have some very long arms that could get you reached out and touched in more ways than one. And allegedly, L.B. Shore is about to tell what caused this near-death situation. It's going to be wild, man. It's going to be wild. What do you think L.B. Shore going to say? What will he disclose in this biopic about the things he saw Kim Porter endure and how this ultimately almost cost him his life? And will he be able to just come out and say exactly what he wants to say without a fear of a lawsuit or some type of repercussions for the information that he's getting ready to drop on us? And should he be worried still? Because when Kim died, he was worried about his own life. And look what happened to him. So what does he know? Leave that in the comment section. Because I'm just as curious as everybody else. And will you be shocked to hear whatever developments that L.B. Shore drops on us? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to sub to the channel. This is Machiavelli Media. Turn on them post notifications so you'll be the first ones to get it when I drop that shit. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm your homie Gab. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.